I'm sorry, goddamn. Every now and then you press the wrong button, you know what I'm saying? But at least you can look at the things and see what you did wrong. Because I'm sitting here playing with these buttons. You know, speaking of buttons, they're talking about bringing back some buttons on these phones. I had a guest here, you know, as you know, about a few weeks ago. And what was crazy about it was, It was crazy about it was because when she came here, it was very uncomfortable. You know, you know how you do something and you know your audience, right? So you know it was like it was a little ratchet, goddamn. You know, I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, you know, one thing you gotta understand, but the one positive thing I give about a real black brother, one thing he can't deal with is wife in a damn hoe bag. You don't, see, black men, not the male, they get turned off from the strangest things, right? So the things that you may not think that we get turned off, some of the shit y'all do, we may be like, you know what, boo, that was cool, but I ain't trying to marry you. You know what I'm saying? Salute the trainer with shares. Shout out to DJ Chocolate. Shout out to the Garden Scientists. I appreciate that. That is a wonderful honor. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all looking at the chat right now, if you're listening to the podcast live, because you can't see any damn thing, right? The brother said, big bro, salute to a real one. That's a big deal coming from a black man. All right? As far as the black male, he could go kick rocks. Fuck him. Yeah, I know. That black male was one pile of dog shit. But, you know, it just, you know, when you have a day, you know, how many of y'all just had like a good day today? It's always good just to have a good day, you know. It's kind of sad, though. I'm seeing these billionaires, man, they getting dragged. Man, they got the CEO, the ex-CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch. All of y'all that jumped into, we're going to talk about that another day, but all of y'all jumped into these lives with that casting couch life. Let me tell you something. The casting couch life only works when you're in the porno industry. Because, you know what I mean? At least you go straight to it, and that's what you filming and do whatever. When you gotta screw a man, whether you a man too, okay? You could be a man, right? But when you gotta screw a man to get to the top, I mean, I don't know. See, this is the crazy thing, right? This is the risk that you take. It ain't gonna be a risk no more because they're gonna be locking niggas up like crazy. But this is the risk you take when you give up the goods before the gift. See, they don't tell you that's gonna play, it's gonna haunt you later because it's mentally gonna destroy you. It's gonna come back. You understand? So I'm telling you right now, if every man's nervous, even regular niggas. Niggas is like, yo, did I ever try to cast and couch a woman? Because if you try to cast couch somebody, the FBI right now is calling that not sex tourism, okay? They calling that shit sex trafficking. Then, now I'm hearing they gonna start fucking with these niggas going across the seas. Because they're saying, this is what I hear, as an American citizen, if you go across the seas to do illegal activity, and it's been proven, they're gonna be locking niggas up. And that's going to be a lot of brothers. I tell you right now, I don't want that smoke. Just imagine you get one of these foreign women that moved to America or deal with the consulate and said that you paid her for a service. And they're like, well, our American citizen is not supposed to come over here and do this illegal activity. It's the same as you dudes running all across to the seas and you going to the Philippines and you sleeping with little boys and girls. That they're gonna. I'm telling you right now, it's best that you move over there and stay over there because that's just gonna come back. And now a lot of niggas is nervous. They really serious about that. Once you start seeing them aiming for the billionaires, then they're gonna start going for the groups. That's all they got to do. Because right now, once they start classifying you as a gang or a group, it's going to be called a cult. And they can't call it a religious cult. So they got to call it a gang or a group. Anything like that, forget it. They can indict you for that. Just imagine you coming off the plane and you got all this YouTube paraphernalia showing everybody. Shout out to Cinnamon. Goddamn. Hold on, Cinnamon. How do we think alike, bro? Listen to yo, I can't believe what I just said. Bro, he says, you know they already got files on these passport bros. Now, I'm pretty sure he said this. Listen, me and this dude think alike. That shit is crazy. That's why they tell you great minds, because he got a great mind. Okay? He got a great, so, yo, listen, that's why I got to give the gay brothers their respect. I just did a job with these two gay dudes, pause, right? I just did a job with these two gay dudes. Gay people pay. They these niggas, first of all, you give them a price that's already high, they tip you more. If your clientele is gay customers, you set for life. Number one, you ain't never got to worry about closing down. Unless you running some illegal groups in there. If you got, like, a lot of y'all black people, just hit me on my email. I'll tell you what business to get into. You want to invest your money? I'm telling you right now, I would tell you the business to get into. Legit business, very simple. Ain't no real estate garbage, none of that bullshit. It's just, matter of fact, you don't even have to be there. I'm just going to say this much. As long as you got an alternative crowd, you be fine. I don't care. Just make sure it ain't for you, not your peoples. Only one that can get rich from your own black people, the only ones that get successful from other blacks is people that's not black. Am I lying? Shout to Yes God. God damn. Listen, the only people that can get successful from blacks are not black. Now, if you want to challenge me, don't sit there and talk about fucking Big Meech, because he didn't get shit. You got to think about it. If a man made $15, $20 million off of a drug empire and did 20 years, if you add that up with his lifestyle, he's broke. Did they? Because think about it, if he was blowing $15 million a year and he did that 20 years ago, he is one broke motherfucker, you understand? So you got to think about the logic. And I want y'all to tell me, just to let me know, what black person, not an entertainer, because even entertainers don't get rich off of black people, not black ones, right? Tell me the one thing that a black man or woman has created that has gotten rich from black people without getting on stage and singing or rapping. Okay? Let's keep it a real stack, for real, all right? Now, I'm not gonna lie, listen. There's some ratchet shit I do fuck with. You know, certain music I do fuck with. I like the lyrics. You know what I mean? Ratchet. I'm saying it's ratchet. I like the lyrics. I like the beats. I like the production, all the above. You know what I'm saying? I think Sexy Red, y'all may say Sexy Red's terrible for the culture. Sexy Red is not terrible for the culture. That's just a hood ratchet black chick. She represents for that. And that movement is big. And there's a lot of non-black people that fuck with her. That's why she's so successful. Trust me when I tell you, when we making it big, we don't eat off of us. So they think different. Think of Good Times. Think of the TV show Good Times, The Jeffersons, Sanford and Son. That was a white writer. You understand? So if we're going to start using our mindset, we got to start thinking outside the box. We can't get rich off of people. You can't have a soul food restaurant and make millions of dollars from niggas. Patti LaBelle ain't making all that money just because niggas are buying the pie. You know what I mean? Everybody's buying it. Not me. You understand? But that's the key. You have to shoot who is the sweet tooth. You got these southern or racist motherfuckers. They eat just as bad as we do, if not worse. Okay? So I just want somebody to tell me what business can we have or do we have that a black person became successful off of black people? Okay? I'm just an observant. I sit back and I watch the way. Listen to me. I'm telling you right now, that passport, bro, you know what's fucked up about them government files? They never leaves the videos. It's like YouTube, Facebook. It's like Facebook and Instagram. It's never deleted. Because once they indict you, that shit is there forever. So there's going to be a lot of niggas going there. You watch what happens. Because you listen, if you fly a woman in from Texas and you live in New York City, right? And you fuck her and maybe, you flew her in, you paid her to come here, you throw her a couple of dollars to have sex with her, and she flies back, and there's some data that proves that's sex trafficking. If you live in New York City and you go to Jersey and you bring a woman back to a hotel in New York, fuck her, and later on she says it was against her will, not only do they get you for fucking rape, but now they get you for sex trafficking because you crossed the government land. You went to another state. That's what fucked R. Kelly up. Because R. Kelly was flying all the women in, all into from different states. That shit will jam you up. I'm telling you, I don't want no part. All that whole long distance relationship shit, I'm not into that. You know what I mean? Now, granted, if you listen, we've done it one way or another. There's something, but I'm telling you right now, when the feds start going in on these damn billionaires, they're going to go after the groups. They're going to be going after the groups, and you watch what happens. Just remember when I said that. I'm telling you right now, shout out to everybody. I'm a doorman in NYC. Gay people tip the biggest. Man, gay people got some serious money. Their logic, it's weird. I always think the freakiest person is the smartest person. You see niggas like Diddy. You see the Abercrombie & Fitch guy. All these guys are mega freaks. And they're very, very intelligent and very smart and gifted. So from my experience, gay people are very, very smart. I think the gay men are more smarter than the gay woman, respectfully. I just do. Because I feel that a gay woman is just like, all right, you licking pussy, probably put a strap on. But a nigga, he got to go in like a bitch. You understand where I'm coming from? He got to do things that a woman does. So that's triple. On top of the fact he's a man, you know what I'm saying? So again, then they got this incredible gift. It's almost, because even today, I looked at this couple. Well, the other guy wasn't there. His partner wasn't there. But, the partner was the one that arranged the job and everything. And I'm looking at this dude and I'm like, I can't understand, respectfully, what would make you not want pussy? Like, a woman is so incredible, right? When you have sex with a woman, you got her face, you got her hair, you got her neck, you're looking down at her pussy like that. Like, just seeing that V shape in that area is life. Like, when you go to jail, they take you away from that. But with a gay man, he gets privileges in jail. You understand what I'm saying? So if a man's straight, they take the sex away from you because you can't fuck your woman. And most black niggas don't marry, so they don't got a wife to go there, right? So they kind of encourage to be gay, right? But the thing was, when I go back to the dude, I'm looking, I'm like, wow, this guy works for sanitation department. He said he's been in for 20 years. I can tell, but you can't tell. You know what I mean? I guess because it's out, but they always test you because gays will say, my partner. So if they're not sure if you they could talk to you about certain shit, like they'll say partner, they won't say husband. I got a few customers that said husband, but you know what I'm saying? Now, mind you, the dude that works with me, he's bisexual. I told you the dude Antoine, he's bisexual. And I'm like, yo, do y'all have like a thing that y'all click together? And they didn't even click. Like, it wasn't like he said, hey, how you doing? I'm gay. And like, gays have a certain thing about them. At least, the guy Antoine still be with women. But this dude is like, these niggas live together. Just imagine living in a house with two men live there and they don't want this is a no pussy house. That's some real shit. So the respect, see, you got to give it up to gays for this, because gays are so gay, they don't even want a woman. And you look at these dudes, they always a fairly good looking dude that you know he can have a nice wife, fine wife walking around with her little slippers and her fat ass, but it's like, fuck it, no, I want a man. You know what I'm saying? So I think with me being around so many different people from all walks of life, it's always weird when I look at things like that and say, man, like, so there's not a woman could sit in front of them, take their clothes off with the pussy spread wide open. I couldn't handle that. You know what I mean? Because I think with me, and a gay person told me, he said, you can't relate to it because you're not attracted to men. And maybe that's probably the best answer I heard. You know what I mean? You know, I don't see nothing attractive about a man. I don't know, other than myself, right? Like, I don't see what a woman is into with a man, right? Like, when a woman's like, oh, he's this, he's that. I had homegirls back in the day, but like, oh, he's cute, you gotta see. I'm like, yo, boo, I just don't know the difference. I mean, we know an ugly motherfucker, we know a nigga that could get it, but in this lifestyle of being a man, the only niggas that's getting it is niggas that play the game and niggas that's gay. They the only one getting their dicks wet. Real shit. So you got the player that's straight that do him, and he's just bouncing around all over the fucking world, right? We don't count the trick because that's a black man. We talk about black men. And then you have the gay man that could get any woman he want and rather be in love and marry a man. That's some deep shit, man. And that's why I think they got so much of power, because you can trust a woman around a gay man before a player, because he has no interest in her. And I think in a weird way, that's the game that we try to play with our female friends, right? So we try to be the man friend that's not interested in him. It doesn't work, because now that's just bringing more pain to you. Like, they get intrigued by a man that truly doesn't want them, but they're not intrigued by a man that they know he'll fuck me if I want to. They know that gay man ain't gonna do it. They won't even deal with that embarrassment, because they know, if anything, he's one of them. You know what I mean? So, you know, I think in the zone of that, my point is that when you look at these alternative lifestyles and alternative people that's different from yourself, you start to have a different mindset on business. And that's why I asked you, I don't know if anybody gave the answer, what black entrepreneur has become ultra rich only from their own black people? Let's just see, because you're going to have a business that appeal to everybody else, okay? Most of us love, respect women, but know what we want. Y'all know what y'all want. See what I'm saying? I'm telling you, shout out to Marcel. Hey, African Americans have all the tools. Success in America just takes determination. Right, but our attitudes is just too fucked up for that determination. It's just that blocks it. We don't only want to call black owned. Okay, so Viva said black owned hair care has made a lot of money off of black people, not like whites. No way. No way. There's more black care products from white and non-black people than there is blacks. They use us to market it. But right off the tip, who could you name? Somebody right now. Fashion, you know it's going to be a non-black person. From everything from Polo, Tommy Hill, Louis Vuitton, all the shit that we like, we not even the damn people that create it. Yeah, they get us on ball and they put us in as a designer, even with the cars and shit like that, clothing. But who undeniably, right off the tip, excuse me, I think I'm catching the cold, has made a fortune off of us that's black? Because I think that we doing this shit wrong, man. You know what I mean? Tyler Perry started in a black church. He crossed over, but it was all because of us. Right, but Tyler Perry is a homosexual. You understand? The church don't think he is. He runs Atlanta. Tyler Perry is the reason for billionaire gay Atlanta. Right? So let's just say that would be more that, see, so when we see us, it's like Tyler Perry's getting over on black people, but it ain't the same when we see, another black director doing it, right? But that was a good one. Nah, most hair products are Asian owned. Yes, most of are Asian owned. Thank you. Told you. Okay, Maggie C.J. Walker. Nobody knows who that is. And who Maggie C.J. Walker, what is the name of her product? Michael Jordan. No, Michael Jordan that's Nike. Michael Jordan doesn't own Nike. Somebody that we know right off the tip, a name that we all know, whatever it is. It could be fashion, hair. It could be food. You know what I mean? Who has made a fortune? What blacks have made a fortune from us? Wow, this is really bad. Don't Google it. Don't Google it. You know what I'm saying? Like straight up and down. I don't want to hear nobody that made a fortune on us and then sold out later. Somebody gonna say BET, the person. Right. Who has made a fortune off of black people that's black? You know what I mean? That's okay. Madam C.J. Walker created women hair care products. Right. What's the name of the hair care products? Because she wasn't in Forbes magazine. Madam C.J. Walker got rich from her hair relaxes sellout. She's the reason most black women over 50 are bald. See? You see what I'm talking about? See, this is what I tell you. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. This is why I'm glad he answered that. Thank you, Cinnamon. Whenever blacks make a fortune off of blacks, they got to sell out. Because y'all can't name nobody. You know what I mean? I don't remember seeing Madam C.J. Walker as one of the richest women in the world or the United States in Forbes magazine as a list. You know what I mean? So you got to think about this attitude that we have right now. Come on now. Okay, hold on. So Johnson & Johnson, Ebony, and Jet. Johnson & Johnson. No, but Johnson & Johnson's got cancer right now. You can't even put Johnson & Johnson shit on your balls. Black men are catching cancer like a motherfucker from that. Fashion fair makeup. But you said they sold out. That's what I'm saying. Ebony sold out, Jet sold out, they all sold out. This is why we fucked up. See, we could name 1 million different clothing lines, hair products. We could endlessly name tons of shit. Go to Costco, name this, name that. We know every product, everything to eat, everywhere to go. But why is it that when we make a fortune off of us, we either sell out or we fuck each other over? Fashion fair is still black owned, right? But remember where I'm going with this. I'm talking about Forbes level. Because every time I see the Forbes list, niggas is never on there. Because right now, the richest man right now is in jail in our community is Diddy. And look what he did with us. So we can throw the entertainer in there, fuck it, why not? But what I'm saying to you is that this is the miseducation of when it comes to us. This is why I keep telling y'all you're going to have to step out the box. This is actually pretty sad that you guys can't even give a legitimate answer. You got to go to Google and search. Okay. Do you know when a black artist goes mainstream? You know what mainstream means? Outside of blacks. In order for an artist to reach a level of high success, a black artist, they have to go mainstream. But when a non-black artist goes out, they just have to appeal to everybody. See the difference? But for a black person, you have to go against the grain in order to really explode. Unfortunately, America has sold out to China. Well, I mean, we're not going to get too political, Robert. What I'm saying is this. We're not going to get too political. It's a simple question right off the top of your head without looking at Google, right? So I got a question for you. You guys want to invest. All y'all do is real estate, okay? You want to build this. You want to do that. You want to do a record. You want to get a studio. Maybe you want to open up a bar. What's the first thing a nigga says when they open up a bar for black folks? A lounge, a restaurant, serving crab fucking cakes and chicken wings. Why? You listen, can you have a black successful owned bar that's owned by a black man or a black woman and it's a Mexican fucking cuisine? Look at the TV show, the show Pop the Balloon on YouTube. Successful. They're African. They're straight from fucking Africa. They're not even American. See the mindset? Their mode is they look on a demographic level of who can we appeal to. Black people try to keep us happy. And that's the same way how that black woman do with that black shithole. You can't see past a black man, black woman. God. You can't see past a black woman. You can't. You cannot see, past a black man. You cannot see, black woman, you cannot see past a black man. You cannot. And that's why I told y'all in this previous video that I did a couple of nights ago why your attitude is fucked up. Your attitude is fucked up because of your mindset. And it creates frustration. It creates stress, depression, low vibration. Now it's cool for y'all to go to work, have a 6-figure job, but you got to go see a shrink every week. Because everything is to appeal to him. You want a tall, dark, black, handsome man. You got to even see if this nigga's in a woman. And then when he tells you, don't try to figure it out as a woman. I'm a man. I can say, I don't get it. You understand? You shouldn't even try to figure it out. That should just be it. Most of your American women wouldn't even date an African man. Unless you're trying to use him. But you got to understand, they know how to use you first. So you got to think on the mode, right? The world knows a black woman to be a little extra. They don't know where that comes from. It's her loyalty. So she has a chip on her shoulder because she's tired of the shit. Anybody that's tired of the shit's gonna have a chip on their shoulder. I got a dude right now, he sells cars. The motherfucker shouldn't be selling cars. Because everybody fucked him over and you ask him how much does he want? How much you think it's worth? He doesn't know how to give a price because he got fucked over so much. So his attitude is the worst. He's a nice dude, but he has a terrible attitude to be selling cars. You understand? He shouldn't be selling cars because his mentality is because of the trauma of people fucking him over. So the solution is he shouldn't sell cars. If he's gonna sell a car, he should have his man that can deal with that shit. You can't give me an answer on what you want for a car. You want $8,000. I say I offer you $75,000. You don't take it. You shouldn't be selling cars. How do you let a $500 kill a deal? Because of your attitude. So the black woman, the attitude, a man would be like, oh, you know, they got nasty attitudes, bad credit. I don't know where this bad credit came from because nobody got more worse credit in this world than a black man. He don't like paying for those fucking bills. The black woman's credit is fucked up because the black man dipped on her. So now she got to take a whole bunch of credit cards because she can't afford to take care of the kids that the nigga left her. Everything is relative to him. Believe me, I got too much female family members. I don't know a fucking positive male role model on that side. Not one of them. They all died. What is it? Cinnamon said, I worked at a black-owned high-end restaurant for 6 years, served the best seafood, steak, salads. Sally, the mark of our success was high success, but to the amount of white customers. I'm telling you. Now, you look at the situation, right? You see the thumbnail. I know, okay, yeah, I get it. You know, black woman, you ain't trying to fill no pink dick white man. I get it. If you're going to be with a black man and you're going to think that you're going to utilize him to get to your American dream, it ain't going to work. Because that's a foreign woman's position. She can get that and use him like that. You got a million other damn races and nationalities you can choose to be with, but you won't do it. You won't. You can't see outside of that. Shout out to Miss Jefferson. You cannot see outside that. And that's the reason why sisters got fucked up attitude. Now, hear me out. I know some men are like, yeah, that's why I tell you, go tell him. Nah, it ain't got nothing to do with that, Lucy. On that, not him. This is a different mindset. This is a mindset of not trusting the black man that knows what he's talking about to the one that don't know what the fuck he's talking. I had a family member today, for example. Let me give a brief thing without saying too much of my business. Needed a lawyer. And I'm like, listen, you know, medical records, whatever you got to do, when you hire a lawyer, that's his job to get all that. That's what they do. I've never heard nobody having to do no footwork for a lawyer. I tell her that. She doesn't fucking listen. So she goes to a paralegal, a friend of hers, and says, oh yeah, well, my friend said that you still have to go, you know, and get medical records before. I said, listen, I'm not going to get into this anymore because the reality is this. This particular person I know, her attitude is shot. Because it's so shot, she listens to the dumb fuck. She don't listen to the smart man. If you have to really know what is involved, why don't you talk to a lawyer? Yeah, I know the paralegal knows just as much because the paralegal works with the lawyer, but it's not a lawyer. Call a reputable law office and ask them, or look it up on YouTube, look it up in Google, whatever you got to do. I've never hired a lawyer and had to go get no fucking medical records. The fuck out of here. Thank you. So what I've learned is, black woman, please understand this. Let me give it to you raw. You have extended your loyalty so much for that low vibrational black failure. You believe everything he tells you, but you don't want to listen to the man that knows what the fuck he's talking about. You don't want to listen. This is why there's a disconnect in certain family members. You may think, oh, he thinks he's better than you. Yeah, he probably is. Because you just confirmed it. If you think somebody's better, it's because you challenged the one that knows what they're talking about. I come from this school, a very simple school. When a man speaks, you listen. That's it. You don't question him and try to play a little fucking, cat and mouse game of who's going to do this and do that. Then go do it yourself. Because you know what you're going to do? Then you'll listen to the white man. See how fucked up that is? So when you do listen to us, you don't listen, you listen to the fucking nigga that's not worth shit. And then when you listen to when you do listen to anybody, it's somebody outside of our race. So now the black man in a small-minded circle, he gonna be like, fuck these sisters, they don't fucking listen. This is why I'm gonna fuck with my white bitch. This is why I'm gonna fuck with my Asian bitch. Now, mind you, this ain't a nigga that's going across the seas. We talk about niggas here in the United States. What they don't understand is they don't know the solution. And they're not giving you the solution. You gotta this is how you gotta look at it. You have damaged man out here and damaged woman. If a woman listens to a damaged man, she's never gonna listen to a nigga that knows what he's doing. She's not going to listen to that. That's common sense. So you got to think on a level of this. When black woman, you are reaching out to a black man to ask for his opinion, his advice on what you need to do, don't talk to him like he's that fucking loser. You got to know the difference between a man and a male, okay? The average male has not had no strong male figures in his life. He's a complete fucking failure. In your eyes, you don't see that. But only a man would know that. So when you are asking us something and we giving an opinion, you want to give a rebuttal. Rebuttal to that white man. Rebuttal to that Asian man. Rebuttal to the non-black man. Rebuttal with that low-life fucking loser that you fell in love with, that had you in love with forever. Don't debate with a man. Because you got to understand that your attitude desensitizes for worse, not for better. Your mindset desensitizes not for better, but for worse. Because your mentality may be, I'm not taking it from no nigga. You got to know the difference of what nigga you're talking about. This is why a black man and woman can't work together. Because you got to let a man lead and let that fucking loser be a loser. Thank you, Victoria. It's a man versus a male. Some of y'all sisters got brothers. And you probably don't fuck with the high Siddiqui one because he's the smartest one in the family. But you don't want to give it up to him because he think he all that. And no, you got to keep that energy for that fucking baby's daddy of yours. That ignorant fucking retard that you had a kid with. Give him that energy, that fucking jailbird. Argue with him. Hang up the phone with him, okay? When he calls from prison after he getting fucked in his ass. Argue with him. Don't argue with a man. That's your problem. See, bad enough you didn't have a strong male figure in your life, and I'm here to tell you right now. I'm going to tell you what your daddy didn't tell you. You want to learn a lesson about a man, you got to know a man. Show me one. You may say, well, I disagree. I may tell you all men cheat. You know what you want to do, black woman? You want to fucking argue with me. You've been cheated on all your fucking life, and you gonna tell me, well, I disagree. I believe this true, man. I did. You can believe what the fuck you want. That's not true. That's false. I'll tell you why it's false. A man never argued. A gay man or a straight man never argued with that fact to me. Gay niggas cheat on niggas, and straight niggas cheat on women. All of them. But guess what? You'd be the first one. You will call me misogynistic. It's your mindset. When Cassie fucking got that 30 million from Diddy, you said she was lying. And then what happened with the video? He beat her up. Then you had to say, well, maybe she deserved it. That's fucked up. How are you supporting him? It's your mindset, black woman. It's your attitude. That's why they ain't taking Kamala seriously, because they think she's you. And she's a whole different level of a woman. No disrespect to you, but she's a black woman. The black woman has a very negative stigma because it's next to that black fucking male. Okay? Ask the police what they hear on their radio all fucking night. Black male. So when there's a black woman, the apple don't fall too far from the tree. She can't do it. They went through this with Obama, and he had the presidency for 2 terms. You got black women out here supporting Trump. If you don't like Kamala because that black male is telling you not to like her, just don't vote at all. Voting is not for you because you don't even know what the fuck you're doing. And now you're going to actually cast your vote and you don't know what you're doing. You understand? See, the reality is niggas ain't going to tell you because they don't know how to tell you. Oh, black women got attitude, they got bad credit. The bad credit is lies. That's bullshit. Not every woman looks like Sexy Red and live in the projects with no money in her bank. But there's a lot of women that look like Sexy Red that got 10 babies by 10 different babies' daddies is all fucking bums. Facts. You don't argue with a man. Ever. Don't even argue with a male. You shouldn't even be arguing with no fucking male. He got a dick and balls. His hit's gonna be different than a woman. Don't argue with him, but you should never argue with a man. Just shut up. You know, you're not gonna win. You can't tell a man what a man is. You can't do that. I win. Oh, all men ain't you. Yes, they are. If he has a dick and if his dick don't work anymore, he still want to put his tongue up your ass. Well, my daddy, it got nothing to do with your daddy. Yo, if you believe your daddy didn't cheat on your mother, your father's game is tight. That's all it means. You think he was with your mother for 50 years and ain't fucked nobody else? You see, black woman, the problem with you is your attitude because you have the ability to be bigger than you are. Right? Look at the Kamala thing. Y'all looking at Kamala like she just jumped in and she's just some ditzy black broad. But you did the same thing with Obama's wife. You of all people, there's more white women that support Kamala than black women. That's sad. Go into the hood right now. The average black fucking ghetto bitch, she look like Sexy Red. They support Trump because they hear money. That's how stupid they are. So the white woman looks at you and like, damn, these motherfuckers is crazy. Their attitude is fucked up. They're not going to tell you that though. Because if they tell you that, now you're going to call them and pull the race card. I can tell you, your attitude is fucked up. Oh, well, that's why we single, because niggas ain't shit. No, because you don't think outside the box. You fuck with garbage. You don't know the difference between a real man. That's why you're single. You're traveling all around the world because you keep dating the wrong niggas. You try to get money from niggas. That's not your style. You don't know how to do that. You fucked this one, fucked that one, thought he was the right one, and he did the same shit I told you they all do, and you want to argue with me? You can't argue with me. You would lose. I don't do an argument that I'm going to lose. I don't do it. I don't bet if I'm going to win. See, if you had a strong male figure in your life, you would know not to argue with a man. You would know when your mother tells you, get up out of that room. Your father says, Sally or Lisa, and you know, I'm okay, daddy. You know, as a grown woman right now, your father should still have the fear in his heart, even if he's passed on. But if you don't know, you're going to argue with him. You're going to be the first one arguing, but you won't argue with that shithole. Oh, no, you won't. You know who's going to support Diddy? Black woman. He didn't fuck with you when he was fucking all them non-black women, raping him, fucking all them boys. Why you supporting him? You know what I mean? Don't do that. There's a simple solution here. You gotta listen. That's it. Well, Nate, we don't know the difference. That's a problem. I know you don't know the difference, and that is a problem. You got a white boss, you suck his dick. But that black boss, he think he all that. Now, what is it? Because you got a whole bunch of Latin and white women that he know he would fuck the living daylights out, and you probably don't think he's your type. So what? Who cares? You there to do a job. It doesn't matter. Why do you care? When he don't pay you no mind, you fucking care. Right? How did this happen? Hold on. When he don't pay you no mind, you care. When he does pay you mind, you don't want to be bothered. You got to think about that because your daddy didn't teach you. He didn't know how to get through to you. He didn't know how to get through your mother because the reality was the mother didn't even realize if the nigga was a real man or not because she had you. She don't know. Y'all go by promises. We go by vibes. We could look at a man and know he's worthless. You can't do that. You don't have that intuition. Impossible. Unless you was on this earth and married to a father for 50 years, you don't listen. It's a simple solution. When there's a real man speaking, don't ask him questions. If there's a real man leading the way, let him lead. Don't debate. Y'all doing all these stupid conversations. First thing you want to do, you want to disagree. Then when a white man comes in there, you be like, interested. What Lil Wayne said years ago, it ain't tricking if you got it. It is tricking. Tricking is tricking. You turn that into a fucking fight. Oh, man, ain't this. Then you know what? Then go get one. I've never heard a woman in a healthy relationship ever tell me that shit. Women in healthy relationships think different. They don't even want to get into that conversation. They're like, listen, because that's not their problem. They don't even want to analyze it. Because they like, shit, they don't even want to tell you because they know if they tell you they got a good man, you're going to want to scoop him. But if a woman is single, she ready to go toe to toe with a nigga that know what he do. That's why I call this a school. You can't go toe to toe with no fucking teacher. You would be a menace. If you got a damn student in class always disagreeing, he got to get the fuck out of there. You need to go to debate class. Go debate. This is a classroom. This is where you learn. We don't debate here. And you don't like the school, then don't come here. Well, I think, no, it doesn't matter what you think. Your opinion wasn't asked. When a teacher asks, what do you think? What is your opinion? Can I state an opinion? No. State a fact. Make sure you tell me a fact before. Well, I have male friends and they treat their wives good. You don't. Why don't you put me around your male friends and I'll show you our conversation is completely different than that. I just don't believe men cheat. That's why you're single. Because you don't believe it. You haven't learned yet. See, once you realize all men fuck, it's not that all men are dogs. All men fuck. All men's minds in the gutter all day. You know what? Once you realize that, then you end up in a better relationship. You want to talk about your male friends. Then you probably tell me your male friends don't want to fuck you. They all do. Every female friend I had, I wanted to fuck. There you go. Oh, well, Nate, that's you. No, sister. Good luck. Oh, so now you're wishing death on me. No, you're not going to listen. You'll see. You may not learn, but you will see. I promise you. So I'm going to go to my husband today. Why would you do that, sister? I didn't say shit about your husband. It's a general conversation. This is the shit you got to understand. Now, when that low vibrational loser is complaining, you deal with that motherfucker. You deal with him. You come to the good. Some of y'all dealing with a man right now and they got the bum nigga as a fucking baby's daddy. Don't tell that man about that fucking loser. He gonna turn him off. If he's a real man, he ain't gonna fucking take you seriously. That's like telling him that you are a nymphomaniac. He gonna fuck you, but he ain't gonna marry you. Because he know at the end of the day who you had a baby with. Don't tell him nothing. A lot of the motherfucking tell him, listen, he takes care of his responsibility. That's all I want. Don't get into a complaining to the nigga every day. I'm just tired of all this shit. You can't do that. Don't tell him nothing about your fucked up past, because if he a real nigga, he's not going to take you seriously. He going to dip. He may even eat your pussy, but he ain't going to marry you. I promise you that. Well, I disagree. Go in the hood and disagree with them street niggas. Sit in front with all them niggas sitting there smoking them blunts and alcohol in front of a fucking neighborhood store. Disagree with them losers. Don't ever disagree with a real man. It's not an argument. Listen to what we tell you. You don't want to listen and deal with that shit out. You can't have a man if he don't lead. Well, a man's going to do, well, get you a chump. You got to go get you a male. Get a chump nigga that you in charge with and try to make him a man. Good luck on that. But a real man, I'm telling you right now, if he can't be in charge, ain't no reason to be with him. That's why you're single. You don't believe me? Look around you and tell me right now, I'm going on these vacations, I'm living my life. Ah, come on, are you serious? A single woman going around the world and traveling, that's pretty pathetic. And you know it is, because if you was in a reputable relationship, you wouldn't be talking like that. You and your husband would be doing it together. You know what, sisters? This is something different. You're dealing with me. And what we used to have, we had people that loved to debate. They want me to come on a podcast and they want to interview me. But you know one thing they can't? They don't know how to shut the fuck up. They want to interview me, ask a question, I give them the answer, and then they say, well, I beg to differ. And then the interview's over. Now I'll end it. I'll be right out. You can't do that. When a journalist asks a question, they report the story, ask a question, interview. So what do you think about so-and-so? Blase, do you think it's a hypocrite? Well, maybe it is. Okay. And then they move on. They don't be like, well, I think, and then you know what happens? That debate's going to turn into an argument, and somebody's going to walk off the stage. I challenge you. Interview me without asking a million questions and just move on to the next. You can't do it. Don't ask that emotional fucking blackmail. He can't do it either. He's a pussy. Well, I disagree. You can't interview somebody and disagree. That's it. You debate with somebody you can disagree. We're having a debate, we can disagree. When the presidents debate, they do all that shit. That's a debate. It's supposed to. They got a moderator and they go back and forth talking shit, pulling each other's business, asking. They can do that. You can't do that. You can't do a podcast where the nigga have 10 women and 10 men, and next thing you know, y'all niggas is arguing because everybody disagrees. You'll never get anywhere. Never. When there's a real man in presence, shut up. Just listen to him. Ask a question and write it down. Take note. Well, I don't agree with everything, but this person got points. It's not about you agreeing. It's about you knowing it, getting wisdom. Wisdom is not argument. If you're getting wisdom from an individual, that's to learn. If your teacher is teaching you, okay? If your therapist is giving you therapy, you're not supposed to disagree with them. They're not going to fuck with you. Disagree with somebody when listen, me and you going to have a debate. We're going to shoot this shit, talk over some drinks. That's different. You don't want to listen because your mother probably didn't respect your father because he wasn't shit. So you grew up and seeing her arguing with him, so you don't respect the man. But now you didn't know that your father wasn't a man, he was a male. Smacked your mother a couple of times, fucked the other woman in the bedroom. Yeah, you know that happened, and that did damage to you. So right now, deep inside, you holding that trauma in just like that black shit-o. Okay? Y'all all living in a trauma center. You ever been in a trauma center? You ever go into any hospital, local hospital right now, and walk into the trauma center? It's worse than a fucking emergency room. It's a disaster. Trauma. The worst section in the hospital to walk into. So y'all pulling in all this trauma and nobody's telling you the deal. Some of y'all women went over to Kevin Samuels and thought that was a man. You don't show me a man. A man doesn't pull down a woman, period. He builds her up. Even if it's rough, that's what a man does. A man doesn't live with his kids and wife and has his kids playing video games all fucking day. The mother will allow it. A real man will not. Well, if I date a man, he got to accept your kids. He does not have to accept your kids. That's bullshit. You have to accept the fact that he may not want to accept your kids. You have to accept your kids because they're your children. He don't have to. And you don't have to accept him. Well, I'm not going to bring a man around until I'm sure of the scoop. That's a little backwards. Kids pick up more shit than parents. My daughter can read people quicker than we do. If I'm buying something off of Facebook Marketplace and she's crying, I know, oh, this ain't the place to buy. I got to get the fuck out of here. She feels something. That's not the way it's supposed to be. If you want to meet a man and you in that all-you-can-eat restaurant, go to a restaurant setting that's family-based and have the nigga meet you over there. Let him see what the hell you got. Let your kids pick up, especially if they teenagers. Mommy, I don't like him. Oh, you don't know nothing. There you go. You don't listen. That's the problem in the black community because the black man did not teach you that. When a man is speaking, you listen. I don't care if you don't like it. You think I liked everything my mother and father told me? My father told me growing up? Of course not. You think I like them ass whippings? Definitely not. But I tell you one goddamn thing, I had no fucking choice. Because the more I didn't listen, the more and more I was going to get fucking repercussions. Now you're older. Well, I ain't going to get no repercussions. You will because you're going to fail. That's worse. Failing as a child, you could get back up. Failing as an adult, that's it. Ain't no getting back up after that. Okay, so shoot the question. So Miss Jefferson said, Nate, should women engage in conversation with men who talk about the Bible and how it states that women are supposed to submit to man? A lot of guys like to vent about dating and how it's hard to find for them. Number one, this is the number. That is a fantastic question, by the way. You should not engage into a man about a conversation about the Bible unless you're willing to learn about it. Period. If you're willing to learn about it, then you listen to what he says. If you don't want to learn about it, don't talk to him about the Bible. If you have no interest in it, don't listen to him. It's just a respect thing to him at that point. At least tell him, listen, I'm atheist. I'm not spiritual. Whatever it is, and then the rest will be determined, right? That's number one. Now, you said a lot of guys like to vent about how dating is hard. It's hard because most men can't get a woman. They can't seal the deal because their father didn't teach them how to give pussy. Period. That's not my struggle, respectfully. Not my struggle. My struggle is staying away from women. Staying with one woman is my struggle. Not trying to get one. I could go out here and fuck anything I see. I can do it. Average man can't do that. I was raised different. So I say this to say that if a man has a situation, Ms. Jefferson said, Ms. Jefferson, people don't understand it. Listen, Bible conversations are for people that you and that person is in cahoots together. If a man could say it states that women are supposed to submit to men in the Bible, and a person knows the Bible, they're going to agree with that. And that's fine. But why would you sit and try to school somebody or have a date with somebody that doesn't have an interest in that or what they're talking about? If you don't have an interest on what a man has to say, because it's just, listen, you ain't clicking. Not my cup of tea, fine. End the shit right there. But if you are a person, hey, I want to learn about the Bible, I want to change my life, all you got to do is listen. Now, what he said, is it true? In the Bible, it is, absolutely. In the Bible, it is. But not most people these days put their therapist in front of God. So you got to learn how to not to even entertain a conversation with a man or something you're not interested in. Don't even bother with him. Once he starts talking Jesus Christ and God is good and you know that's not your thing, just don't deal with him. Don't engage into a conversation with anybody that's going to debate about the Bible and you love the Bible. I don't waste my time with that. Because now I got to look at it like this. You want to learn or you want to debate? Now you're dealing with a debate. You're like, nah, I'm good. Even if it's something I know and I'm going to smoke you with it, it's still going to get ugly because I'm going to embarrass you. And you're not going to like me. So I try to stay away from debates, period. because I know how they're going to end up. I stay away from betting because they're going to lose and they're going to be angry. I was like, you know how many times I challenge niggas? Listen, come here to Midtown Manhattan. I bet you $10,000 cash. We'll pull out 10 women and let's see which one you could bag and get a phone number. A simple deal. Nobody want to do that bet because they know it ain't going to work. They know if I pick the woman out, she's not going to be approachable. For him, for me, it's different. It's my type, not his. He can't fuck with it. So nobody wants to deal with that, and that's fine. But if they're going to come to it and now they lose and then they get angry, then it's like, really? You understand? You got to think on a level, women don't have to submit to men. It doesn't mean that. Come on, Yenda, you already debating. See what I'm talking about? You're not even listening, Yenda. You're not even listening. You're debating already. This is what the fucking problem is. You're debating already. You're already taking this personal. Argue with that fucking jailbird. Get out of here. You see, you're not listening. That's why Miss Jefferson's ignoring you. Miss Jefferson's a diva. She's ignoring you, Yenda. She's ignoring you. Look at Miss Jefferson's face. A woman like that won't even say hello to you, Yenda. Come on, Yenda. You know. Come on, Yenda. Why are you going towards Miss Jefferson right now? She asked me the question. See what I mean? Is there some personal vendetta with her or me? Because you want to debate. You got to go to that shithole, that shithole YouTube mail. You can't debate here, darling. This is class. Period. Well, we can't. No, you want to debate, we'll kick you out. Fucking in. Period. When I was doing my debating on my old channel and smoking everybody that came through, you wasn't there. This is a different situation. She asked a question. I gave an answer, and I gave a legitimate answer. If it's not your thing, don't argue with them, and you still arguing. That's why she's ignoring you. She's fucking ignoring you. Believe me. You okay? Whether it's Cinnamon or Miss Jefferson, we got the same mindset. She's seeing your question. She's ignoring you, darling. Believe me. And I don't mean ignoring, not responding to you. She's trying to be respectful because of the chat. No, Miss Jefferson, don't say nothing. If she has an attitude, trust me, she'll leave. I ain't got to kick her out because when they realize that the debate, listen, you can't debate with me because I'm not going to debate with you. So you're going to end up you're going to get angry. It always happens. I could tell somebody, listen, no comment. Something as simple. When that motherfucker want to debate, they don't take that answer well at all. And you know it. So please be respectful. Okay? Please be respectful. Okay? Because you sound a little bitter. You cannot submit to a man that is not righteous. That's because you fuck with bum niggas all your life. You fucked with losers. Your uncle was probably a loser. Your father was. Every fucking body. That's why you're responding that way. If you had real strong male figures in your life, you would have never opened your mouth. You know why? Because you didn't even listen to me. I'm the strong male figure telling you to listen, and you sitting up here pandering. Listen and be quiet. Be quiet. Okay, just try it. I know it's going to be hard. Oh, I'm going to block Nick. You can do whatever the fuck you want to do. But I tell you one goddamn thing, you ain't running this show here. You will respect my house. You will respect it. I'm not one of these fucking losers. What you think? That's like you think you're going to come to my house and debate with me and I'm going to go in the living room and watch TV? I'll throw your ass out of here. You remember Martin Lawrence? Remember he used to kick everybody out of his house? He said, you ain't going to disrespect me in my house. That's a man. You don't know any, and I'm showing you one. Be quiet. Oh, I can't deal with that. Well, then let the white man tell you to be fucking quiet. You listen to him, you ain't going to listen to me. Why? Because you ain't going to have no nigga tell you that? Do you know the difference between a nigga and a man? No, you do not. Look at your comments, boo. I'm gonna read it anyway, just for the people that's on YouTube. My podcast. Get the knowledge, wisdom, and most of all, understanding. Okay, that was cool. Then you got deep. Miss Jefferson, most people don't understand the Bible. I said, here she goes. Then you went further. Women don't have to submit to a man. It doesn't mean that. Okay, so what does a woman have to do? Submit to who? Her fucking son? Who's she going to submit to? Who's going to be the man and the woman? What are we running here? I'm not going to be with no woman that don't listen to me. Period. I don't give a fuck if you the side bitch. You don't listen, I don't fuck with you, because you know what? You don't listen, you're going to fuck my whole family up. And if you don't listen as my wife, I'm not a man. Only time my wife don't listen is when her husband's a pussy. Okay? So you started your shit, then you went more. You cannot submit to a man that is not righteous. Oh my God, sister, what again? Why don't you let me do what I do best and be quiet? Okay, that's the problem right now. You know what the solution is? Shut up. Just be quiet. Okay? And you don't like the way I'm talking? Don't come back here. I don't give a fuck. Because you know what, at the end of the day, you don't listen anyway. You'll be the first one to say, well, I disagree on most points. You can make a comment. Some people may say, can I make a comment? No, you may not. Wait till I'm finished. That's what a real man gonna tell you. You're not used to, he disrespectful. That's disrespectful, a man that stood up on his own two ground. What do you want? So Ms. Jefferson says, I have a very soft demeanor, so I think it opens up a lot to men venting to me because I don't debate with them. I just shake my head. Yeah, because you're smart. Just let them just keep fucking talking. And then you tell me what kind of conversation to have with you, and I'll tell you if he blew the fucking deal. Okay? Once you're talking to any man that tells you he submit to a woman, then why is he single? Why he ain't getting married then? That's another thing you got to think about too. Why is that loser on a date with you? Because he watches YouTube. He's a fucking failure. I don't have that question. I don't have these discussions with women. Every woman I've been with, listen. If they didn't stop listening, the relationship was over. That's it. Plain and simple. What happened? When did it go left? When they stopped fucking listening. When you gonna do what the fuck you want to do because you want to do it when you want to do it. I remember me and a young lady broke up years ago. I told her not to use this fucking damn contractor because I knew one of the niggas and me and him had a beef. She ended up fucking using him. I said the relationship is over. You didn't listen to me when I told you not to do it. So you trust that shit on. Guess who fucked the house up? Good luck. That was the end of that relationship. Some of y'all niggas be thinking, fuck cheating, nigga. That's worse. You don't listen, nigga. We don't have nothing. Fuck trust. Everything's out the window when you don't listen. You too much of a liability. And look, even Cinnamon says it's actually righteous to submit to a man, not a male. That's a fact. So she said, cool, not mad. You are mad, darling. And that's why I'm telling you, listen to the solution. Let me give you a solution. All right? Take some tape. I know it sounds offensive, but it works. Take some tapes, bite your tongue. Just when you think you're about to say something crazy or open your mouth because your emotions, you know the same emotions that black shithole got that got you all round up, bite your tongue. My mother used to always say, before you open your mouth, you think you're going to say something crazy, bite your tongue. It distracts you from saying something crazy. Okay? There's a man speaking. If you go to a man of my caliber, I'm speaking for men. Any man in the world is going to relate to what I'm telling you, not a male. A male's going to debate. He's going to disagree with everything that I believe in because he's a male. We don't even talk to each other. He's a piece of garbage. We can't do a fucking moving job together, nevertheless have a discussion. What is that? And that's what it is. A man gonna tell you what the fuck it is. When you got a man, oh listen, I want to do this to the house, and your husband's like, okay, honey. That's not a man. But when you got someone, babe, listen, you sure? Listen, if you want to do it to make you happy, fine. But I'm just saying, he going to work it out. He going to do what he do because he know at the end of the day, there's a queen in the house and there's a king. You can't just let your ex-boyfriend up in your house because you figure, well, we ain't sleeping together. If your man's a punk, you can do that. Not no real man ain't going for that shit. You could fuck a damn male the first day, suck his dick and lick his ass, he'll marry you. A real man is not going to do that. He will not. Well, I disagree. My homegirl married a man and she fucked him the first night and they still together. And I said, you think he the only one fucking her? You think she the only one fucking him? Do you believe that? If you don't listen, it's going to be a problem. Midnight Velvet said, the Prophet Muhammad said, I never regretted my silence, but regretted the speech over and over. I like that. Shout out to Midnight Velvet. Then I remember when you did a live stream on the difference between being grown folks and being an adult. Big difference. That's a good one, thank you. Grown folks and adults. Grown folks gonna do what the fuck they wanna do, when they wanna do it, how they do it. Adults got boundaries. Them niggas play by the rules. That's the difference. I don't fuck with grown folks. Grown folks are stupid. Them niggas do what the fuck. They too reckless. God damn it. Then they end up in jail and then they gotta listen to, now they gotta listen because now they in prison. Look what happened to that fucking bum-ass man talking shit to the judge. The judge was going to give him 25 years. He kept talking shit. The judge gave him 100 years. Your emotions will get you in trouble. Trust me when I tell you. Any decision made from an emotion always comes out bad. Thank you, Midnight Velvet. That was good. This is how a lot of these YouTube males think they sound, but the difference is the truth experience coming from a grown married man. You ain't gonna get no better than this. If your father is up in the sky looking, he gonna be like, daughter, I wish I could have told you, I just couldn't do it. But thank you that you listening to the, I'm gonna tell you what your father didn't tell you. I'm gonna tell you what your father couldn't tell you. You know how it is for a man to be under pressure raising a family and got to be committed to one woman? That shit is no joke. Well, he should be mature. You can't relate to that because you're a woman. You're going to disagree, and that's why you get fucked up. You disagree. You don't listen. Okay? I'm going to put a shirt. You disagree because you don't listen. Listen. That's all you gotta do. Don't get into it with these Trump supporters. I don't got time, man. I just listen. I'm not gonna fucking debate with these losers. They're not on my level. They're beneath me. They're dirt. I don't argue with garbage. Yes, I'm better than them. Every last one of them. I don't give a fuck rich or poor. I'm better than them. Why are you afraid to admit that you're better than a piece of shit? It's okay to, oh, my ex-man, my baby's father said I think I'm better than everybody because he's a bum. That's why he told you that. If I ever tell anybody they think they better than me, that means I'm a failure. How do you admit that? You better have called a motherfucker conceited. At least conceited is a whole different, a different element. But, you know, when you tell a person you think you better, that looks bad on you, not them, okay? Yeah, I mean, that's just what it is. You got grown folks and adults. What is the difference? You listen to YouTube, nigga? I don't deal with them niggas. And the niggas that do respect me, such as O'Shea, Duke Jackson, these are men that respect me. I can't go through. Pat, when I was going in all these different countries many years ago, there was no such thing as a passport, bro. They came on the internet and fucked the whole game up, ruined it. We don't got nowhere to go anymore. We can't do shit. They ruined traveling. They ruined it. A passport now sounds corny. Going on vacation sounds whack right now. You know what I mean? They fucked the whole game up. Thank God I caught all my shit at a good time. I'm happy at that because them good times is dead. It's over. But once again, it's your mindset. It's the way you think. The solution is try listening. And then when you listen, and you're going to be able, when you listen more, you're going to be able to find out who the movers are and who the shakers. You can't find out when you fucking debating all the time. Because your emotion is not allowing you to take in information because you're getting emotional. You can't fight a man physically or mentally. You cannot. Just give it up. If that nigga that hurt you and you carrying on that fucking weight, well, maybe you should call him up. Don't bring that shit into the next relationship. Don't do it. Because a real man's going to tell you, listen, boo, I got to go to work. I'm going to pay this bill, but I got to get going. I'm sorry to cut this short. He going to get the fuck out of there because he ain't going to waste his time because he know you're not going to listen. You're not. Let a man be a man until you see one and you understand how it goes. Let a man be a man. So do you want to know something biblically? Do you want to know something as a structure? A woman must respect a man. He's supposed to be, not, we don't even respect like, oh, he should have respect for him. Let the man lead. Unless he can't because he's sick, there's certain things he can't do because he has, he's distorted mentally, whatever it is. But until then, you let a man be a man. When there's a murder or a problem, they said, who is the man of the house? And some of y'all saying, there ain't no man in the house. I'm the fucking man in the house. Oh, so you're the woman of the house. A big difference. Well, I'm going to celebrate Father's Day. You can't celebrate Father's Day. You're a woman. That's Mother's Day. I don't give a fuck if you took care of 15 kids. You mothered 15 children. You can't father kids. It's biologically impossible. Okay? Well, I raised my men into being men. No, you raised your boys. That's it. You didn't raise them to be men. You were lucky enough they turn out to be a damn man, but you can't raise a man to be a man. You're a woman. Why don't you talking about you raised a daughter into being a lady? Stick with that. That sounds a lot better, okay? Because now what's going to happen is you're trying to give the tone that your shitty fucking father or baby's daddy wasn't around. We know he wasn't. You're a single mother. And that's fine. But you don't need to celebrate Father's Day, darling. You're not a man, okay? It's a little awkward. I don't know too many fathers with a pussy. Okay, stop it. It's called hard love, is knowing how disconnected I am to even family members. I don't fuck with you when you don't listen. Now, they may tell you, oh, he want everybody to agree. Nope. I don't even fuck with them. They can't get a conversation with me about Diddy. I'll just shake my head. That's crazy. That's it. That's all they're going to get from me. And they're going to see that in person. On the phone, I'm going to be the fucking phone. I may hang up on you. There's no way of handling when somebody wants to argue. I don't care if you walk away from them. I don't care if you ignore them. I don't care if you tell them to pray. They're going to keep fucking antagonizing you because they're ready to argue. You know it. You know those type. Okay? So the one thing you got to think about, you ever heard the saying, if you don't got nothing nice, don't say it at all. You want to debate, get your own platform. YouTube go to Google and sign up and get your own YouTube channel, then argue with every fucking body else. And that's fine. That not here. I don't do it. I lead the way. That's what I am. I'm a man. I'm not a fucking boy. Boy is a mindset. A male is a goddamn unfortunate mindset, but a man is a privilege. When you see these men, I was watching this one show last night, dude was getting locked up. The cops frisking him. He acting like a pussy. Oh, he touched my balls. He touched my balls. And I said, you know what's so funny? He fighting, being disgruntled. The cops can't kick his ass. You know what that pussy gonna do? He gonna go fucking tell. See, this is the problem. As a cop, they got cameras now. They got to wear body cameras. Then you got the TV shows taping them. He know what would have happened if they was in the dark. They would have beat the shit out of him. If I was a cop and you hit me, I'm fucking you up. But now you can't. Because that pussy ass motherfucker come marching in front of your door. We want rights. No, nigga, you don't respect the law, but you respect the streets. You respect the stick-up kid when a nigga puts a gun in your face, but when a cop tells you, could you come out the car, you want to tell this motherfucker, you're doing this, you're doing that, I ain't got to do this. Why you really? He got a deadly weapon. What if this nigga snaps? Then mom and daddy's going to march. This was wrong. No, respect the law. And to respect the man is to respect the law. Argue with that shithole. When that stick-up kid puts that gun in your fucking face and tell you he gonna blow your family away, argue with him. Fight with him. Good luck on that. Good luck on that. Good luck. When a cop pulls me over, he already ready. I said, listen, he already ready because he dealt with all these niggas. So he think I'm one of them. So now I got to be extra careful because he's going to be at high alert right now because he done pulled over a whole bunch of niggas and nobody was cooperative. But y'all respect that fucking stick-up kid. You respect that goddamn low-level drug dealer. You respect the rate that fucking bum-ass, jailbird, menace to society, low-level black male, but you don't respect the man. You don't respect the law. You know how many niggas is sitting in prison wishing they could be a fucking man? Ask all them prison birds right now, how was their relationship with their father? My father didn't love me. My father didn't show me. My father was never around. At least they honest about that. That's why they doing 100 years. That's the result. Because if they was brought up from a strong male figure, they wouldn't have been there. Well, I disagree, Nate. My friend was brought up from a strong nigga and he became, no, it doesn't happen like that. Because if you're fucking strong, if the strong male figure you thought is something he missed, okay? It's kind of like an operation. And you forgot to attach one of the aorta arteries back, and then the person died and bled to death. You get where I'm going with that? Okay? Whatever you may see, they didn't do the job completely correct. You got to cover all ground. If there's 10 grounds, you got to cover all of them. If you miss one, there's a chance he's going to fuck around and be in that goddamn Boys Town gay fucking club. Okay? Okay, behind them walls. You niggas respect gang members, but you don't respect the fucking goddamn police department. You pull me over, nigga. I don't care if it's 3 in the morning and I'm frustrated. You pull me over, I'm going to give you everything. You got a deadly weapon. You respect any man that got a gun. That's what your father didn't teach you. I don't give a fuck. Report that nigga later. Get the fuck out of here. I'm trying to get home. I ain't trying to die. You know how many men out here made the wrong move to a cop and they got blasted? And then y'all pussies go march in front of the fucking house and tear the city up. It don't go like that. Because what ends up happening is the innocent guy gets fucked over. Now y'all go get the damn nice guy, the real good guy, for real, and you kill him when he didn't deserve. You should have killed that fucking thug. Look what happened years ago. There was this dude, it was years ago in Queens, and good looking kid, man. He was on his bachelor night, and the cops was doing an investigation looking for his boy because that bum ass nigga was in a bar. They try to kill the nigga, end up hitting the fucking groom, the good guy, and killed him. They should have hit him, that fucking bum. I don't feel bad when bum niggas get shot. I just don't. There's no connection at all. I feel bad when I'm like, damn, he ain't deserved that. He did. He deserved it. Some of y'all be with these men, oh, the cops is pulling us over. You want to fight the cop, bite him and all this shit when they arrest him? Let them arrest that little fucking bum. Because thank you, Careless Whisper, Sean Bell, read up. Let me tell you something about that Sean Bell night. Shout out to Careless Whisper. I remember, let me tell you, I was doing something a little horny that night, unfortunately, right? I was on 169th Street and Hillside Avenue. I heard the shots that night. I heard when them cops lit that nigga up. I heard it. I was blocks away. I heard it. I remember when all them damn helicopters, I remember I was with this chick. I remember the truck I had. We was in a car tossing around all the above. I will never forget that. That same night I was in Queens. Believe me, Sean Bell's wife was gorgeous, but every time I look, I said, you know what's fucked up? Every time that worthless bum ass nigga that was at that party that shouldn't have been there, they should have murdered him. And they took away a real fucking man from his wife and kids. Terrible. I will never forget that as long as I live. Now some men will say, well, that's fucked up. No, it's not. Not when a menace is. He's worthless. We got too many black males. We ain't got no black man. And as long as a black woman keeps fucking with that low vibrational black male and giving her time, she's going to have her attitude fucked up forever. I got cousins. I got family members. They got low vibrational sons. I don't fuck with them. I don't go to their house because of their son. You can't let a male run the household. If your son is living with you and is a pussy because he's a fucking little boy, you got to be in charge. I don't give a fuck if he got kids. You need to be in charge. He living with you. He ain't no man. And it's not the fact that he's a man because he lives with you. He's a man because he doesn't do man. He's not manly. Some of y'all are man, but you're not manly. Take care of business. That's the reason why the black woman is in the position she's in. Oh, they got nasty attitudes. Of course they got nasty because that fucking shithole ruined them. The solution is you got to listen. Listen to real men. Don't you want to debate? I wouldn't debate with anybody. If you're going to debate with that low vibrational fucking failure black male. Debate with him. He got nothing but time. Go on YouTube and find a whole bunch of them on there. But a real man gonna be like, sister, listen, I'm not the one, baby. You know, get her out of here. She got a big fucking mouth. Not happening. Okay, the end. A nigga says what he got to do, that's it. You want to open up your mouth and get funky because you had them, that niggas played me. Well, deal with all them that fucked you over. Don't come to me with that. You can't do that. If you are not willing to commit to a male and submit to a male, just stay by yourself. Or get a weak man, and that's fine. You have that, hey, you have options, but you can't submit. You can't want to not submit to a man. It's not going to happen. It's not. Just understand that. Never. I don't care if you're it will never happen because any woman you know that didn't submit to no man and she wears the shoes, he ain't a man. And there's plenty of them. I know a few fucking losers like that. Matter of fact, the majority of my friends are like that. Majority of them. They submitted to a woman. No woman's going to respect a man that submits to them. She'll cheat on him, throw him under her. But I tell you one goddamn thing, when she submits to a man, she's going to fucking be respectful. She already gave him, listen, fuck the heart, nigga. This is my honor. This is my lifelong dedication. But some of y'all have submitted to a male, and then you got fucked over. Oh, black woman they got attitudes. Yeah, you have attitudes, but every attitude that is in the black woman comes from that low vibrational shit. Oh, he didn't teach you to listen to a man because you don't know what a man is. Every time I tell you to name a man, you tell me a celebrity. You can't even name nobody in your fucking family. That's a disgrace. You can't name a man that you've been with. You can't name a man that you fucked. Well, if a man cheats on his wife, he don't love his wife. That's not true. That's another fucking lie. Okay? That's bullshit. That should keep you in a single house forever. That's bullshit. One thing ain't got nothing to do with another. What's love got to do? Didn't Tina Turner say, what's love got to do with it? You got to understand a male figure and a male fucking human being is two complete different things. There's a nature of a male and a nature of a man. A male nature is across the board. We're driven by pussy. We're driven by sex. We nasty. Straight or gay, he's disgusting. Every man, the pastor, all of them got disgusting thoughts. Okay? That's the male nature. Now the man mindset, that's a whole different topic. Don't get the two confused. You may embarrass yourself. Why is the black woman known to be ignorant to non-black women? Because she doesn't respect her man. Right? That's what the loser says to them. That's okay. That's false. The black woman has an attitude because she has not had an identity or representation of a real man. That's why she has an attitude. It got nothing to do with that loser talks about. Don't listen to that bitter fucking loser. Don't listen to him. He can't get a white woman to sponsor him. You could get a white man to sponsor you anywhere. He can't do that. Look at Kamala. Kamala got a white man that's behind her. You think a nigga would have did that? Not in a million years. No. A real man, yes, but that's rare. You're better off going with a non-black man. You get a better chance of a real man. You're not going to get that in the black community or not. Yeah, there's 10 women to one male, but there's fucking 1 million women to one man. A one man, that's rare. So of course, a real man knows he's in motherfucking in a mode of desire. He's in demand because most women can't get that. Most women don't have that. These marriages are all fake. There's single women out here that's celibate and they get just as much action as a married woman. They don't be fucking. That's all bullshit. Don't believe it. It's fake. When you start seeing people together for 40, 50, 60 years, now we can start talking. Don't listen to these Instagram fucking relationships. What you looking at Ciara and Russell? That's all bullshit. That's fake as fuck. Russell's an impact male. Ciara likes street niggas and thugs. He ain't nothing like that. It's just an image. Everything with that family's an image because that's why they post their shit. It's an image family. It's all fake. Don't believe that. That they don't teach you that. They don't teach you on social media. Well, what a man's supposed. These men were looking up to Kevin Samuels. Come on, Kevin Samuels was a pussy. You can't be a man and fuck with Kevin Samuels. It's not a man. So any man that you hear with that black beard and all that bullshit, don't listen to that fucking loser. He's worthless. And the sad part about it, I'll prove to you, he has the same mindset you got. Because he wants to debate too. That's his emotion. See, his strong male figure never existed in his life, and that's why he argues like a little bitch. That's why niggas like that be the first one to say, I disagree. What do they do when they kick him out of here? So they leave a comment, it's worse. I don't even read, I just delete it. They can't get to me. Now I don't have no social media. How the fuck they gonna talk? We can't have a conversation. I'm gonna go in there and live stream? No. Not in this day and time. I won't. Because everything I talk, they're gonna debate with it. Now, if you guys are students of the class, we could sit among and we could be in a forum. You're going to listen to my answers. You're going to ask questions, move on to the next and just get it all. It's like the mayor when he sits and he's at a press release. He's asked questions. They ask questions. Your question. They ask questions. He answers. He doesn't want to answer. He doesn't have to. And that's fine. When he sees the debatable one, they got to kick him out of there. Because that person's dangerous. That's a radical. The bodyguard's going to tell them, no, let's get this person out. They're about to fucking fuck this whole damn press release up. That's why they don't like doing press releases, because they got to get out of there because they're going to have one troll in there. Trolls are dangerous. Okay? So that's what I say. Back to the whole situation at hand. Know the difference between a male and a man before you open your mouth. Because if you're going to argue with a motherfucker, you shouldn't be arguing with a male, period. But if you're going to be arguing with somebody, you're never going to win arguing with a man. All you can say if you feel offended is say, I beg your pardon. And a real man is going to fucking he's going to pardon himself. Be classy. I disagree versus I beg your pardon. Big difference. You got these niggas going crazy right now. Niggas, all these niggas now want to get their asses licked, and y'all doing it. That's the latest trend. Y'all licking niggas' asses now. What part of the game is, how do you respect a man after you just licked his ass? He had his legs copped out like a bitch. How do you look at that nigga's masculinity? His masculinity is in questioning. He allowed that and sat there and opened his legs up and went doggy style like a bitch? And then you want to argue with me? Why don't you go lick your man's ass? The solution is, black woman, you have to listen. And know, even if you're in the presence of males, the more you listen, you'll be able to learn what a man is. Just listen. Don't comment. Shoot a question every now and then. Don't debate. The question goes further. So what do you think about black love these days? Well, black women ain't shit. Okay. So what do you think we should do with that? You know what I mean? That's when you don't get your emotion in. You don't care if you get your emotion. Well, what are you trying to say? No. Go to the next question. Take the literature, jot it down, and do your research. Well, it's pretty interesting. I've been talking to men. I've been hearing this. Interested. Now, it got nothing to do with you per se, but now you indulge that and you inherited that mindset. The black male is suffering. He's bitter. He's bitter. He's suffering with trauma. He suffers. That's why he's in jail. That's why he fell so much. Diddy's suffering. He told you he suffered. That's why he beat up Cassie. Y'all didn't want to believe it until he said it. I was in a dark day. I'm telling you, these niggas is all suffering, all of them. Kevin Hart, Terrence Howard, Jay-Z, all these niggas got mental problems. They're suffering. They didn't have strong male figures in their lives. So you follow them by default because, oh, they're successful, so they got to be good. That don't got nothing to do with shit. Being rich and being a man, anybody can be rich, but not everybody to be a man. Being a man is a privilege. You have to work for that. You can't just, that don't cost $1. That's priceless. So your mindset may be that you look at things differently. Well, that's why you're going to fail with that mindset. Because you look at things, you don't know how to keep your mouth shut. Your emotions won't even allow. Give it a try. Try listening to one of them bozo-ass YouTubers and keep your mouth without commenting. You be all on their live stream. I see y'all. I see a couple of y'all that y'all text me, look at this asshole Nate, and a woman in there commenting like a motherfucker. He in there debating with you, you going back and forth. That's why Kevin Samuels was dragging the fuck out of y'all. Because you cared. He had to pay the white woman to get up there, but y'all jump up on there because you want to know his mindset. Because you see this little suit with his little gay ass. That wasn't a man. He wasn't even a gay man at that. The nigga was a complete fucking troll. He baited you and you fell for it. That's how he got rich. He knew the average male was a loser. He took advantage of him. And you fell right into the trap. You cared about what he said. Because women need to be accountable. You listen to that bullshit. A real man will never say women need to be accountable. He won't even talk about his fucking ex-girlfriend need to be accountable. He gonna move on and do what he do because he know what he can get. He's a man. That pussy though, all he gonna do is drag. When he's bitter, he's a disgrace. A mental wreck. And you inherit his mindset. Trust me when that's why black women are single. No, that's why the black man is single. He can't even approach a woman. He can't approach what he like. He can't approach what he want. He damn sure can't approach what he dream of. So that makes a person frustrated. You would be real frustrated if you got 365 days of a year and out of all these years, you went through, swiped, and probably approached 15,000 women on date apps and you probably fucked about 4 of them. That's pretty damn disgusting. Now when you're in the street, you can't approach nobody. That's going to be a frustrated male by the time he gets on that computer. It's just it. So you're going to know when you're in the presence of a real man because a real man ain't going to argue. A real man ain't going to argue. He's going to tell you, well, go ahead and do it yourself. You know it, and you're going to leave it the fuck alone. You blew. You can't even come back from it. Well, I disagree. I got some pushback. Well, I got something to say. No. Say that for that low vibrational YouTube loser. You can't say that for a real man, darling. He's not going to go for it. So, Nate, when do I know you're with a real man? Because he ain't going to argue with you. He can't change you. He knows trauma, and he been dealing with that from the black man. He damn sure ain't going to be dealing with you because he know where you inherited it from. If you knew a nigga had COVID in 2020, you going to stay the fuck away from him, right? You know they got it from somebody. But even more so, you know in March 2020, it was deadly. So you got to treat that same them with that same energy. You're going to stay the fuck away. And you haven't learned that, black woman. You haven't. Your attitude blinds you. Oh, a man must wait. A man must do this. Well, find a man first. You can't talk about that low vibrational male. You just gonna be in a damn fucking, that's like a little hamster going around a wheel. Talk about a real man. Well, I get approached by, no, you do not. If you was getting approached from real men, you would be with him. That's bullshit. You get approached from males. I'm not going to deny and doubt that. But if you acknowledge the real man, to acknowledge a real man is to acknowledge your position. To know that, you know what? I'm a lady and that's a man. The fucking end. A lady and man is made for each other, not a woman and man. It doesn't go together. The only thing that's made for a man is a lady. A real man, his connection is with a lady. Okay? A lady. That's all. Don't look at it too deep. Don't look at it too deep. A real man connects with a lady. Don't think about it too hard. Yeah, generally speaking, man and woman are fucked up in this world. I don't want no parts of that. But there's more ladies than men. Ain't that a bitch? There's more ladies than men out here. More ladies than men. Scientific fact. Walking the street. More ladies than men. How does a lady find a man and her only match is a man? So she has to dumb down and accept a fucking loser male and risk it all? That's pretty sad and pathetic. She has to dumb down in order just to be fucking not alone? That's pretty pathetic. That's why they tell you a good man is hard to find, not a good woman. You get a good woman all over the fucking place. There's ladies all over the fucking place. Believe that. We're outnumbered just from the female species as it is. So there's tons of, in comparison to us, there's tons of ladies. You know what a lady is? She's gonna respect her man. She's gonna commit to him. She's gonna submit to him. She ain't gonna cheat to the nigga. The end. To a man. But once a lady dumbs down and gives that same shitholder energy, she's no longer a lady anymore. She's a woman. See the difference? You could desensitize your motherfucking location as a human being just from the shit that you do. That's why they tell you are what you eat. You are what you attract. You a lady and you got a bum ass nigga? No. You're no longer better than him. He's better than you. Cause he ain't shit. But you chose him, so now he better than you. Now you understand what I'm saying? But when you with your goddamn, when you a lady and you with that man, now you two are made for each other. You got your soulmate. Shout out to Obi-Wan Steph. What up, brother? I appreciate. Yeah, I know I'm not wearing black today because it's funny because I'm catching the cold and I'm actually in the gear that I'm in today. You know, I always take my clothes off, pause, and put the black shirt on when I'm in here because I got all of my my main black shirts for the podcast. But yeah, that's why I got my red on today. But yeah, you understand? So you have to be educated to know, Nate, what is the representation of a man? You're listening to one. Just listen. That's all. Listen and run with the wisdom. You take this wisdom, they're going to know. Listen, the more you listen to me, the more a man's going to know she ain't your average motherfucking woman. This woman's on a whole different, I can't piss her off. She doesn't argue. Don't argue with a nigga. Women do that, not a lady. Don't argue. Don't argue with a man. It's dangerous. Okay, this is not debatable. Don't argue with a man or a male. Don't do it. Don't argue. You're better than that. Okay? You could go off and do this, fuck around. That nigga may hit you, and he may knock your whole fucking jaw and break your nose. Don't argue with a nigga. Call the fucking cops if a nigga threatening you. Let him deal with the police. You want to see how much of a yeah, he gonna talk shit, fuck this. But as soon as he get in that goddamn car and they know the cameras is off, they gonna kick his ass anyway. And they gonna beat him up in jail. Once he's in custody, he's nobody. Again, if it gets to that point. You feel that a motherfucker's using you, you see a nigga that you want to date rape, call the police on this fucking ass. You see what the feds is already telling you? We want people to stand up. Feds ain't playing with these niggas. You fuck a nigga on a first date and tomorrow you don't want to be bothered, that's rape. That's it. Nigga, put your fucking information out there. Get him a... Listen, this ain't the time right now to be a fucking man. I'm telling you that right now. I mean a male. This is the time to be a man. Okay? Okay, they locking these males up like crazy. You'll see. You haven't seen nothing yet. They go for the billionaires, then they go for the groups. That's what's going to happen. And what you going to think that's going to happen to the little bum-ass broke motherfucker? He's worthless. Who is he going to look up to right now? He ain't got nobody. Ain't even no male role models left. They all in jail. Weinstein, all these motherfuckers, Diddy, that Abercrombie and Fitch CEO, R. Kelly, all these niggas is going down. Where they going to go? They father didn't teach them the difference. I never put none of these men on a pedestal, never in my life. Never. My dad taught me don't ever put no man on a pedestal, not even me. You see the difference? You got to get that teaching from a man. And that's the problem, sister. That's why your attitude is fucked up. You got to go outside the box. You can't learn it. You learn a lot by listening. You'll see how dumb that motherfucker is after a while. You'll be like, God damn, Nate, the more I listen, I see how dumb motherfuckers is. But if you open up your mouth and your emotion, next day you be like, damn, man, I got out of control. I let the best get out of me. That got me mad. You going to be like the sister here that came here talking shit. Now she don't got nothing to say. Because she's reflecting on her past from that fucking animal that she dated, that fucking loser grizzly bear. And she wanted to, well, no woman should commit to no man. You can't be a student here and don't believe that. You can't be a student here and tell the other students and look behind when I'm faced the fucking chalkboard. You tell her, don't listen to him. You can't be a student here. I'm warning you. One more outburst like that, I'm kicking you out. I don't give a fuck. I get women replaced here every day. At least 5, 10 people sign up every single day, 24 hours a day. They sign up somebody new in my email all the time. Okay? You don't learn it. You don't want to listen. We kick your ass out. It's simple as that. Period. A man has rules. You go into a man's house, he tell you got to take your shoes off. You be, I'm a grown ass woman. Nobody going to take me to say, well, listen, you got to leave. Yeah, I know you're going to go down there and fuck his car, break his windows, but now he got to go get you locked up just to make an example out of you. You got to make an example out of a motherfucker. They got to know not to fuck with you. That's one thing I love about the federal government, how they deal with motherfuckers. They make examples. So you know they don't need to make it. They make an example out of one fucking person. Make an example for yourself to know I will get you. You fuck me, I'm gonna fuck you. Okay? That's resilient. You want to have that mindset. Build your mindset by realizing maybe I got a fucking problem. Your I'm going to tell you what your father didn't tell you. I'm going to tell you what your therapist didn't tell you. You don't listen. That's the problem. You wasted so much time listening to that shithole, you don't know the difference between a man or a male. How many of y'all listen to a whole bunch of different, yeah, I know, I'll be seeing the suggested, oh, your listeners listen to these people. And then I look at the people you're listening to, and I'm like, I don't even go listen to them. Whatever names I'm seeing, I say, I don't fuck with none of them. I don't have to get my content from no goddamn body. I don't. And that's what it is. So you got to think on the lines of every now and then we may have a divestor come here. We may have a bitter woman. We may have a woman that suffers because, the black male fucking destroyed us so bad. As a result of that, your attitude is going to be destroyed. The solution is you got to listen. Don't comment, just listen. Even, like I said, you go to another channel, just listen. Just listen. Take it in. Interesting. Oh, word? Man asks you, so you ever cheat on your wife? Yeah, I cheat on my wife. I like fucking other girls. Interesting. That's all. Don't tell a man to keep it real. Okay? Thank you, Red Hazel. What up, baby? Don't tell a man to keep it real. Shout out to DJ Woo. Don't tell a man to keep it real. And then when he keeps it real, you judge him. That's your emotions, black woman. Stop using your emotions for your fucking thinking. If a man tells you the truth that I love to fuck other women other than my wife, that's it. That's the end of the discussion. That's it. Right or wrong, no matter what you think, he told you the truth. That's it. Your emotion won't allow you to accept that. Well, that's wrong. Well, I could be your wife and I wouldn't want that happening to me. You can't help it, sisters. That's why we lie to you. And as a result, we lie to you and then your attitude is in the fucking dumps. And that's why you're going to have an attitude, because you can't meet a real man, because it blinds you from talking to anybody. That's it. You listen. Ask him another question if you feel your emotions fucked up, ask him another question. So it makes you feel that, do you like fucking other women behind your wife's back? He'll tell you more now. He's going to open up to you, fool. The more questions you ask, the more comfortable he gets. If you judge him, you're going to blow everything. Get the knowledge. Okay, you're not going to fuck him. Big deal. So what? Don't say, well, thanks, but no thanks. Relax. Just chill. The nigga could have lied to you. And that's why your attitude's fucked up, because a lie goes more than the truth with you. My dad always taught me that. Said, Junior, when a woman don't listen with you, the relationship is over, because then there's nothing there. There's no respect. There's no allegiance. There's nothing. You got to think. Use your brain, not your heart. You keep using your heart every time a nigga tell you the fucking truth, and that's why we fucking lie. We lie. Okay, well, you got any kids, no wife? Well, now I'm single. Oh, single. You go tell your friends, I met this guy. His name is Nate. He's single, real man. That's good. He doing this and doing that. I told you I got a bullshit job, made some other shit up that I did. You sucked it all up. Now you give me the pussy and it's all over. Now you find out I got a wife and a child, all the above. Why'd you lie to me? Maybe you should have kept it real. It wouldn't have mattered if I told you the truth. You would have fucking used your emotion. You can't handle the truth because your emotion won't allow that. That has been biologically tested. To get further with a black woman, you got to lie to her. Facts. The more lies you tell her, the more and more intriguing you look. The more truth, the more she takes it personal. Tell me if I'm not lying. Well, at what point do you ask a man, does he have a wife and kids, and he tells you yes, and you say to him, well, you like fucking other girls on the side? Yes. Why would you take that personal? You didn't fuck him. Why do you care? If you smart enough, you're not gonna fuck him. So just ask more questions. Get a free meal and get the knowledge. Or the free meals. No, that free meal's not important. Get the free meal as you're listening to him. Let him talk. A man is designed to open up to a woman and ask questions. He takes that as a mode of comfort. That nigga start telling you all types of shit. Because you know why? You're not showing no emotion. You start showing emotion, the date is over. He blew. Now he don't know how to talk to the next woman. Now he got an attitude because he like, fuck these bitches, I'm going to start lying now. I tell them what they want to hear. You heard it before. Oh yeah, I'll show them a little juice, some car. Oh, that don't work with me. It will. It'll go further than the truth. I tell you that fucking much. I tell you I got all these houses, I got this, I do this, I'm going to buy you this, I'm going to take care of your kids, put them through school. One way or another, one of them damn lies are going to hit. One of them fucking lies is going to hit. I really feel that social media, adding social media to the black family was like adding salt to a wound. That's what social media is. It's like, how many of y'all got closer with family and friends from social media? You haven't. All you developed was mental illnesses. You was already disconnected with them all, but now you're even more disconnected. You probably blocked them on social media. You got to think about the logic of knowing that there is a problem. So if there's not scientifically been proven, if there's not enough men running the show, they may say, well, Nate, what do we really do? Just listen. That's the gift. That's what I did all my life. Just listen. You know how that is to be around, like I told you when I came to that gay man's house and did the job for them, and I said, man, I'm listening to him talk about, how he moved to Staten Island and he worked for sanitation all these years, and they couldn't move to the South Shore of Staten Island because, they don't, they're a little against the gay population and shit like that, as opposed to the North Shore. I get knowledge. I just get information. I just get data. I love asking questions, and that's it. And you rather than getting involved, and next thing you know, you're arguing with your customer because of some shit y'all went too far. Let's say if they say, well, Trump is going to make America great again and jobs are going to be flying. I say, that's what you think? Okay, that's interesting. And I don't care how dumb they may sound, they're going to be like, wow, this guy is cool. Because I ain't debating with him. And, well, how about you? Who do you support? Listen, it ain't about who I support. It's about who you support. Like, I'll turn this shit on in them constantly, and they just keep going. Now they get comfortable. The best psychologically level method that I use, listen. Motherfuckers that talk and argue all the goddamn time, they don't listen to nothing because they argue all the fucking time. You can't do it the same. You can't listen and debate at the same goddamn time. You got to choose one. Shout out to Praise. Yeah, I'm telling you. So you got to think about the levels. And then these customers, man, oh, well, we appreciate you. Most men couldn't be in the presence of gay men. They would feel weird. I don't. The gay motherfuckers know that I'm a real man. They know the difference. They know who's obtainable, and they know who's just a dream. I can't help what they fantasize about. But I tell you, one goddamn thing, nobody disrespected me, and I ain't disrespect them. And that's just that. And that's just across the board. I'm in racist people's houses. I'm in Trump supporters, gays. Anything you think above, I'm in their household. Show a level of professional and keep it moving. They take care of you. Wow, what a very nice young man. He was respectful. He got the fuck out of here and did the job. They paid me to do a job. You understand? So you have to change the mindset and say, you know what? Look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm a black woman. I got to stop allowing my emotions to get in the way of my knowledge. I got to stop having my emotions get in the way of my ears. Let your ears do what its job. Shut your mouth and listen. That's all. You'd be surprised at the shit that I learned just from watching. There's men out here still trying to figure out, they don't know when a woman's attracted to them. You know how many people, I was selling this truck the other day, right? Let me make this point before I get out of here. This is when I know it's sad out here. So I was selling this truck for a very inexpensive price, very cheap, because it had a transmission issue. So cheap that everybody was hitting me up. There were people that were throwing prices, half of the money I was asking, talk about whatever cat. I said, you know what's so funny? None of these people would have did this in my face. See, on the internet, it's easy to be tough. It's easy to insult somebody on the internet. But to go to somebody's house and they said they want $10,000 for the car because it needs a motor, you know the fucking car's worth $30,000. And then you say, well, why don't you take $5,000 cash? See, the psychological level of that is, in person, nobody's going to do that. Because they already know you're giving it away already. So maybe he may say, shit, would you take 95? Maybe you take 92. That's understandable. When you insult somebody, it's easy to do on the internet. So think about all these losers that don't even know how to approach a situation other than, what's the address? When can I see the car? Period. And guess who wins? The early fucking bird always wins. People don't even know how to these men don't even know how to approach a seller, nevertheless a woman. The etiquette is bad out here. To be a different level thinking of a person, that you can psych somebody out and take advantage of them because you know they're stupid. But see, it's like the level when I told you on the billionaire mindset. If you're going to think about opening up a bar, a real businessman is going to think about the demographics. They're not going to just think about the demographics. Oh, we need a chicken spot. No, we don't need another chicken spot in the fucking hood. You know what I mean? If you want to build a hood, nigga, why don't you bring a different demographic there? Why don't you go reach an alternative lifestyle or alternate? That's the challenge of your mindset. Because you got to be telling me, how in the fuck is Abercrombie full of gays and everybody else wearing their clothes was straight? You understand where I'm coming from? You got to think on a level of how all these designers, gay men, and most of the people that wear their stuff is rappers. See, my mindset is different. When you see this whole situation going on with these casting couch arrests, I believe the average rapper did that. I think most of it did. Fuck more than half. Fuck the man to get on. I believe that. I truly believe that from the bottom of my heart. You are not going to believe that because you're going to look by the image. But if you was a listener, you would believe what I know. And that's why I know what I know, because I listen. You haven't seen anything yet. Okay? Okay? Practice on listening. It sounds easy. It ain't. Because when your emotions is involved, you're not going to be able to take too much. It's going to start by a conversation at work when somebody says, all men cheat. And now you mad because you thought about your boyfriend, so now you're going to get mad at the fucking guy that said that. Why don't you ask your boyfriend, is that true? He ain't going to tell you the truth because he know you ain't going to be able to handle it. That's what blocks you, black woman. You can't handle the truth. You want the truth, but you can't handle it. But if you was a better listener, you would be able to listen. But if you want to debate, you can't listen. So I say all this to say the connection of the Facebook marketplace was, I'm like, all right, at this point, I'm the bitch. And now I got to think of which man here is going to be the one I'm going to give my address to come pick this car up. And you know what the two that was? Listen, man, I want to come there today. I'm going to bring a tow truck. I live close by. Okay, let me give him the address. Another one, I could be there in 40, 50 minutes. I said, you know what? That's not taking up too much time of my day. Hey, let's do it. And guess what? That shit got sold. And everybody else was full of shit. So you get to see what a woman feels like. But as I analyzed it, I said, wow, this is interesting. This was like a good experiment. The average man's a fucking loser. You either move too fast or move too slow. My mother always said. So now you move too fast and too slow. You slow, you roll. You know, you see a good deal and then you go fuck that up. And now you see on Facebook Marketplace it says sold. Because I got a dummy account and they got to use to sell stuff. So, you have to look at this same method of what women deal with. Imagine a woman got to hear the average bullshit. In America, that's the average black man, average. Who don't fuck with us? They're going to tell you everything that they like don't fuck with us. They're going to say Latin, Asian, Indian, they all racist. In my world, it's different. That's complete false. But to him, that's his reality. That's the common reality. That reality gets interpreted into a black woman. She believes him because she listened to him. So by the time she got to me, she going to debate with me because she like, well, fuck you because this man told me this was this. I said, that wasn't a man, darling. That was a male. You were bamboozled. Now you need to get the fuck up out of here because you're not gonna listen to me. And I ain't gonna tell you shit because I damn sure ain't gonna argue. Goddamn, ladies and gentlemen, have a good night. Appreciate you.